Welcome back to another late edition of the day with the Hockey Nation Live Show. We're going to go through the fire a coach, injuries, waiver list, COVID, milestone, and much more. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to another late edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. This is your coach Frenchy, back in the house for all the breaking news happening today on Wednesday, March 17. Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way. And you're going to see a lot of things happening today. And but like we do every single time we start our show, we go right away to the schedule of the night. And we have only 6 games. And we have a late night because we have 3 games, and the Battle of Alberta is going to be at 10 o'clock. But let's start with the only game we have at 7 o'clock. The Vancouver Canucks are in Ottawa Senator. The Canucks beat the Ottawa last game 3-2 and OT, a goal of Bo O'Reilly. At 7:30, the Flyers back again in New York Rangers. The game is happening 2 days ago also between both team. The Flyers win 5-4 and OT, a goal of Voracek. And New York Rangers just sent a statement about some problem with COVID. We're going to go through this in the next couple of minutes. 9 o'clock, the Montreal Canadiens are back in Winnipeg. Montreal beat Winnipeg 4-2 Monday night. The Oilers are in Calgary tonight for the second game of the weeks. Calgary beat Oilers 4-3. The San Jose are in Vegas. Vegas beat them Monday night 2-1. And finally, St. Louis play at the Los Angeles Kings. And the first game between both was canceled because Los Angeles could not leave Colorado because of snowstorm they got. So it will be their first game of the weeks between both formations. And the next one is, we talked about this earlier, the Buffalo Sabres fired the head coach Ralph Krueger after a 6-18-4 start of the season. They have lost 12 consecutive games, going 0-10-2 and getting outscored 49-19. Like we do during the daily show every morning, we talk about this for weeks. Why the Sabres don't fire their head coach? And finally, they did it. I believe it's too late. We are already at the middle of the season. They start the second half of the season right now. I think it's too late. So today, Kevin Adams, the general manager of the Buffalo Sabres, announced today they have as an interim coach Don Granado. And also, I just want to remind you, they fired Steve Smith with Krueger, and they're going to bring the development coach Matt Ellis and Dan Girardi behind the bench. And I think for me, like I said, it's too late. But again, I think they are also, Kevin Adams, during the press conference, they announced they already start to search for a new head coach for the maybe after the season, or let Granado go all the way to the end, or maybe for a couple of weeks. We don't know exactly, but it would be really interesting. Honestly, this organization struggle year after year, and I think that's called right away to the top. That's my point. I don't change my point. You don't have to be agree with me, but this is really difficult. What's going on over there? We want to mention a couple of milestones happening last night. First of all, Victor Edmond for the Tampa Bay Lightning, the defenseman, got his 500 point in NHL. We know John Carlson for the Washington Capitals happening to him last weekend. So great milestone for Mr. Victor Edmond. Is still on. He is going to be on the conversation for Trophy Norris again this year. Of course, we have to talk about the 1,300 point from the Mr. OV8, Alex Ovechkin got his 1,300 point yesterday. Great milestone for him. And talking about his milestone, we want to talk about also, he scored 2 goals yesterday, tie Phil Esposito and pass Phil Esposito. He become the 6th rank of the best scorer career goal in NHL history. Is about 30 13 goal behind Marcel Dion. So it'd be maybe possible he can reach this milestone this year. It will be tough, but with Ovechkin, he can score goal night after night or game after game. So it'll be very interesting what Ovechkin is going to finish the number of his goal at the end of the year. Update here for the injury. We talk about this, and we knew already Anders Lee, the captain of the New York Islanders, was injury. We talk about weeks possible at the end of the season, and this is confirmed by the manager and president Lou Lamoriello. Anders Lee will undergo surgery this week, and he will be out of the rest of the season. This is really bad news for the Islanders. Lee have already 12 goals this year. He's a big, strong forward, and so it would be interesting how the Islanders is going to react. I believe they will maybe looking for be open up now on the trade market because now they have more money on the cap salary. So it'll be interesting who they're going to target, if they're going to make a move or not on before the deadline of the trade deadline. I'm sorry. The NHL announced today the suspension of the Minnesota Wild. Carson Soucy has been suspended for 1 game for charging the Arizona Connor Garland, happening last night during the Minnesota beat the Arizona Coyotes. Another shutout for the goaltender Kalkunin. And he's going to be out for at least a minimum of 1 game. This is the waiver list. It's really strange. My God, coach, how many logo do you put there? It's because happening is this part. First of all, the Colorado Avalanche is the first logo, and they put Renouf on the waiver list today. Yesterday, the Winnipeg, and then Columbus and Montreal and Toronto put players on their waiver list. And happening today, Ottawa and Vancouver pick up 2 of the 4 players on the list. So Vancouver claims Jimmy Vesey from the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Ottawa claims Forsberg, the goaltender, for the Winnipeg Jets. And finally, Montreal, Paul Biron, and Columbus forward Grigorenko. They are clear and they are fine. They're going to be back on their line, on their team, so they don't go nowhere. So there's a lot of movement on the waiver list today. And finally, this happening about 20 minutes before I come here recording this video for the Daily Show, late Daily Show. This is an update. The COVID-19, we know already that a couple of days ago, a couple of players from the New York Rangers like Bushnevich, Adam Folks, and Giuseppe got COVID-19. Now, look what's happening now. The New York Rangers statement is about, in accordance with the NHL COVID-19 protocol and national health and safety guidelines, the Rangers head coach, David Quinn, as well as the Rangers assistant coach, Jacques Martin, David Oliver, and Greg Brown will be unavailable for tonight's game. Adford Wolpack, head coach Chris Knobloch, Adford Wolpack, associate head coach Gordon Murphy, and also the assistant general manager Chris Drury will be behind the Rangers bench for the tonight game. So it'll be really interesting to see what's happening there. Is it only for 1 game? Is it maybe they have to be a little bit more cautious about the next couple of days? It's something we have to follow up. But that's the big news. And again, it's not going to be easy, the Rangers, to play against the Flyers with all those people. So that's conclude our late daily show with Coach Frenchy for the Hockey Nation Live Show. We want to invite you, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also on your Facebook page under Hockey Nation Live Show. And finally, we have tonight a live stream, Montreal Jet at 9:00 p.m. So don't forget to join us and participate at the hangout. And finally, like we like to do at the end of what? Of course, at the end of each video, we want to remind you, you have what? You have greatness inside of you.